Hello, welcome to Executive Talk. My name is Maurice Washington. I want to go ahead and welcome everybody to the show, those who are watching online, and also those that will be watching later. Right now, the show that you're watching is a continued series from the mission statement. And on this particular show, our goal and our intention with all three of these shows is to really resurrect the value of the mission statement and the value that the mission statement has on your business. So what we're going to do is I want to introduce you to this particular show, and this mission statement again will cap off our series, and this mission statement runs your business. So before I go ahead and get into how the mission statement actually runs your business, I want to go ahead and recap the first and second show. So the first show is the value of the mission statement. And on that particular show, what we discussed is we discussed the definition of the mission statement. We want to know exactly what the mission statement actually means. Okay, when you look up the definition of the mission statement, you can actually clearly see that the mission statement has impact, and it has a direct impact on how you run your business. Now, we also discussed it's the heartbeat of your business. It means everything. It should represent the heart and soul of your business and why you're in business and why you do what you do. Okay? The mission statement, again, the key word is mission. And when you think about mission, it's the serving. And it should come from a place of serving your clients in a particular fashion based on your area of expertise. So it is the heartbeat of your business. And also another point is it's the main vein of your business. We're going to discuss that later on, but it is the specific vein of your business that aligns everything. All your decisions should come from the mission statement, but we'll talk about that later. And also, just to recap the second show, what we did is the show title was, what are we communicating from the mission statement? It's very important to know that there's communication behind the words. And I'm sure in your everyday life you communicate and you know that sometimes what's being told to you is not specifically what's being said. And it's the same thing that goes along with the mission statement. And we're going to go ahead and give a quick example. So what we did is we took a mission, we created a mission statement. And the mission statement was, our company XYZ is a leader in the new age electronics that will take today's business owners from a place of being stagnant to a place of speed and profitability. We will have staff that supports a worldwide infrastructure for maximum results for the client base we serve. So where we went with this particular mission statement is, it sounds from the outside, it looks like a very good, strong, solid mission statement. There's really, truly not too much wrong with this mission statement. However, what is the undertone? What is the statement? What are we actually communicating to our employees, first and foremost? Who are we communicating to our target market? What exactly are we communicating from this mission statement? So the point that we got at in this second series is that a poorly written mission statement can actually drive specific poor results to your business. And a lot of things, a lot of challenges that a business owner may or may not have comes from the mission statement. So in this show, we're going to talk about how the mission statement runs your business. Okay, I think that's a very bold statement to say that the mission statement runs your business, but we need to think about it in a few different ways. First way is the mission statement is to be written. Okay, it's very clear that we hear it in business. Hey, did you create a business plan? Now, year to date, what we've come to learn is that a lot of people out there, a lot of professionals say, oh, you don't need a business plan. It doesn't matter. You're not going to look at it anyway. And I think that's a false statement right off the top. Okay, your business plan, and if you understand the order in which the mission statement is written, it's not written at the end. It's not written in the middle. It's one of the first line items that you're looking at as far as developing your business. The mission statement is extremely important. That's why it's first. So it is to be written. So that's number one fact. The second fact is it needs to be revisited monthly. There is no reason for that business plan to actually sit on the shelf no longer than a month. Each month you should revisit your business plan to see exactly where you're at. Are you out of alignment? One thing that we know about life in general is that when you have your business plan, when you have things going on, a lot of things are going to get in your way on a regular basis. It's going to throw you off track. You're going to naturally engage clients. You're going to have more money coming through. But if you get off track and if you're out of alignment in your business, if you're not revisiting that mission statement on a monthly basis. So be very diligent when it comes to looking at your mission statement on a monthly basis. Make sure it's still in line and make sure that you haven't had any changes within. So with that being said, the mission statement should develop your business process and also your decisions. So when we talk about the impact of the mission statement being the bane of your business, it means everything. It means, so once it starts from the mission statement, and that's why it has to be a very strong mission statement, or else you're going to miss a lot of boats. So if the mission statement is written correctly, you'll be able to make your decisions on SEO. You'll be able to make your decisions on the website that you choose. You'll be able to make your decisions on the social media. You'll be able to make every single decision based off your business. Who should you hire? You'll be able to make those decisions very cleanly and directly because you have a mission statement written. So let's go to number 2 real quick. And I want to say that the 5 ways the mission statement aligns your business. So there's consistency, values and integrity, voice, decisions, and also communication. So let me go ahead and break down each one of them. So consistency. Okay, in business ownership, it is very hard to sometimes be consistent because you have so much opportunities to do something else or to get into your way or to change and alter the course and direction that you're going in. So how is it as a business owner you can stay consistent? Okay, so when you have your months, when you have your low months, when you have your high months, when you get interrupted throughout the day, whatever is the scenario, your consistency goes back to the mission statement. That's why revisiting your business plan and also your mission statement on a monthly basis helps you stay on track. It really aligns your consistency. What about values and integrity? When you're out there in the marketplace, you're going to be questioned and you're going to have a lot of decisions coming your way. People are going to they're going to question the fact that you did this when that's not really what you did. Okay, it's based off your mission statement. So when you're outside of that mission statement, you're in trouble. But when you're directly on that mission statement line, you cannot go wrong because your values, your integrity are always on the line. Because basically when business ownership, when you're the CEO of the company, everything they want to know is, are you going to do what you say you're going to do? That's what people's values and integrity, when they look at you, that's what they look at that on. They say your values and your integrity are high because you're basically doing what you said you're going to do. So it's very important for that mission statement to be first and foremost priority and for you to go forward with that and make sure that you're in line with that. Also, the mission statement is your voice. When you look at branding, when you look at everything that is in order for when people see your logo, just specifically, you want to be able to say that this company is this company is specific towards this. This is what they do. That's what you need out there in the marketplace in order to succeed in a word of mouth environment. And also when you do other marketing efforts such as SEO and also commercials, whatever your marketing budget provides you, you should be able to be consistent in that message from the start to finish. So they should be able to question, people should be able to question your employees. They should be able to question you as a CEO. They should be able to question everything that you do and come back to one central point, which is based off your mission statement. And that's the value of your business, and that's what you want in order to have that value and integrity really shine. Your decisions. There are a ton of opportunities for business owners to make. There's endless. So how do you make a good decision? How do you know if you need a 1-800 number or not for your business? How do you know what website designer and what they need to provide for your service and for your business? It's all based on your mission statement. So without your mission statement being very clear and direct and concise, you can't make the right decision, which allows you to spend more money than what you need to, and allows you to add more things in your business that you don't need to do and make it really convoluted. So what about communication? Communication is very important, obviously. Everybody wants to know exactly what you do, so let's think about a networking event. If you're at a networking event, if you're not communicating your brand and what you do from a mission statement oriented place, people really are going to have a hard time, for one, remembering to give you a call. For two, why should I keep your card? Three, why should I follow up with you and set up a one-to-one and actually talk further about either A, your services, or how can we partner up? If you don't provide the right communication from a mission statement point of view, people will constantly misunderstand exactly what you need and how to really serve you best, and really what can I do for you and how can I keep you top of mind, but besides everybody else that's in your field. So you have to be very clear in your mission statement to make sure that you have a voice out there. So I feel like this is the most important statement. The most important statement is anything outside of your mission statement can compromise the integrity of your business. Now, that's a very strong, that's a very bold statement, but here's what it means. Your mission statement when you created your mission statement, it had a specific line and direction of what you needed to do. And the reason why you're in business, it actually embedded in just one statement all your talents, the time that you're going to spend, the people that you're going to spend the time with. It embedded everything into that one mission statement. So anything outside of the mission statement, so bringing on the wrong target market, bringing on that wrong client that does not really fit that particular need and that you can really serve at the high capacity that you're capable of doing, you've compromised the integrity of your business. Consider this. Consider the complaint that you may have serving the client that's not part of your target market. They're not going to go and say that they're happy with your service. They're going to go and say something completely outside of what you really tried to provide, which again compromises your word of mouth brand, for one, with that client, and two, it compromises the development of your integrity of your business. So when you keep everything in that line and you're able to say, no, I probably won't be able to help you because you're kind of outside of my mission statement, I know who to refer you to, that's what the mission statement allows you to do. It allows you to decide on who you're going to work with, why you're going to work with them, and if they're in that line. And you have to be very, very clear, and that's why the mission statement, a very well-written mission statement, allows for those good decisions. So let's go ahead and figure out what the mission statement looks like that allows you to create your business processes and decisions. So what we came up with is the company XYZ mission, and that's going along with what we worked with in the second show. It's to help empower the small to mid-sized business owner who needs to increase their day-to-day productivity and profitability by providing electronics that propel their business. We will strategically develop into a worldwide company in order to provide the maximum service to increase our target market's access to electronics that fit their needs. So when you look at this mission statement, it is similar to the previous one. However, it's all in the wording. Because in your words, and what you've written down, again, has a certain communication that's in the back end that actually drives all your decisions. It decides all your daily functionality and who you work with, and also your speed and what you do it. So it's very important, again, to have a very well-written mission statement. So let's figure out what the key words are. Key words are mission, okay? Immediately when you look at this company's mission statement, it's the fourth word in the mission statement. So they're on a mission, they're on a journey, so they know specifically that this is what they need to do. Empower, okay? How does it feel to be empowered? To empower those, to empower their clients. So basically with this company, when you think about their decisions and what they're going to probably do, they're going to do everything they can to empower their target market to do better. Who needs? So they're not talking about everybody. They're not talking about just because that business owner should and they could, but they're actually looking for that business owner who needs to have their services. So providing maximum service. Maximum service. So that means they're going to probably create an infrastructure that provides that. What about target markets? So you know specifically their target market, small to mid-size. Strategically develop. This company is not looking to be rich overnight. This company is looking to strategically develop into the right marketplaces. You know that they want to go. You know that they want to go worldwide, but they're going to strategically develop into that worldwide and put themselves in the right places. Okay, so basically they're talking about their client. They're not talking about themselves at all in this mission statement, except for the very beginning, based on this is our mission too, and the rest is all about their target market. So you know that this company is not going to be thinking about themselves first and foremost. They're going to think about themselves last to make sure that their clients' needs first, and then their needs are second. And then needs. Okay? There's a power behind that word needs. So when you think about that, it's not just wants, it's who needs their service. So that's a power, and those are the key words I want you guys to key in on that mission statement. So let's talk about the communication behind that and kind of what you can really, you can assume a lot about this company. You can assume that when they hire, this company will probably hire slow. They're not in any kind of speed to just hire anybody that comes to the door because they're ready to become a million-dollar company next year. They're going to hire slow. They're also probably going to want more quality versus anything. So they're going to really vet the people that are coming into the company. They're going to make sure that they are the type of caliber that they're looking for in order to serve their clients the way that they want. So they'll probably hire people with passion for the industry. So they're not going to just hire anybody that comes off the street that needs a job. They're going to hire people that have a passion for the industry. And they will probably look for skill over quantity. So they'll sacrifice almost being overworked in this particular company over making sure that the skill set is right there in order to help their client succeed. So what about the salesperson's presentation? I mean, any company that you're thinking about going worldwide, having a salesperson they're probably gonna train their salesperson to make sure that they qualify, to make sure it's a good fit, okay? Because again, if we look at the word, who needs their service? You got to make sure that's clear, but they will actually, that salesperson will be a comfortable salesperson because they're going to make sure that they qualify for the service. And they'll sell with quality first. They're going to make sure that you know exactly everything that you need is represented, and before you sign on the dotted line for them to render services to you. They're going to make sure that your needs are met, and will be mindful about who they bring on as a client. They don't want to convolute the integrity of that business owner that they belong to or that they work for by bringing on the client that doesn't really fit. So growth and development is very specific here. They said strategic. So that means that they're going to be very thoughtful about the next moves. That means they will probably have a research and development department that's going to look at other various markets a year in advance to make sure that they're headed in the right direction. They're going to develop slow. They're not going to just try to develop overnight. It's probably a 5-year turnaround before they make that huge jump. But they're probably going to perfect their processes and daily habits within the States first and then go worldwide. So this type of company will require financing. However, they won't be hasty about the use of the financing. They'll get financing probably for the first couple of years to make sure that they're able to pay and train staff and sales reps correctly and make sure that they have a good infrastructure on the outside, and then bring it back going forward to make sure that they can, for one, can pay the loan, and make sure that they can make sure that they're not overusing the funds. And then you can really truly know that this company is going to develop into a worldwide company. So what about their marketing? It's probably going to be very focused marketing, okay? The marketing, when they do market, it's going to show possibilities to the people that they serve. It's also going to expand the business owner's mind. They're probably going to create something that's very creative to say, hey, you may not need this right now, but think about this. Just really take a minute to think about it. And it's because of the impact of that commercial or the marketing, it will allow the business owner to really take a deep breath and say, I could actually use that. So it probably is going to be innovative. And it's probably going to be very non-threatening, which is comfortable for the viewer of that marketing piece. And what about their target market? They specifically said small to mid-sized business owners, their needs, position the business owners to a place of productivity and profitability, and also more defined. So as you go deeper into the business plan, you write down what the target market is. You can specify what that small to mid-sized company looks like to you, but at least you know exactly where they're going. The CEO decisions are probably going to be decisions that would be very clear and decisive. The business model will focus on foundational growth first. They're not focused on becoming $1 million company next year. They want foundational growth, so if something were to happen, at least their foundation is strong. In this CEO, you probably can assume that they probably plan every 6 months, which is very comfortable for the staff that they serve, because they're always looking ahead. They're always making sure that the adjustments need to be made and they're going forward in the right direction and ready to make swift changes if need be. So I want to go ahead and give you guys 3 primary examples on how this business owner and how this mission statement can actually run your business. So these are a couple areas that are pretty impactful for every business owner. So employees in general. So most employers, should hire people off the premise of, I can't do it all. First of all, this is a very true statement. Okay, there's a lot of functionality when it comes to business and you really can't do it all. But how does this statement get you in trouble? Typically, a business owner will hire outside of the mission statement. And here's 3 key examples to that. So what does a good employee actually look like? You need to know, what does a good employee look like? Just because they can come in and serve and work in a particular function, does not mean that is the employee that you need. Okay, reading the resume wrong. What does that mean? The resume is going to say a lot of things. You know, this person's been in business or been at this company for 2 years, has been at that company for 5 years, was able to raise money, was able to do this, and all their abilities on the resume. But if you don't know your mission statement, if you don't know where you're going with that, you're going to hire somebody, you're going to miss the message within that. You probably need somebody with 10 years in direct line history in that field of expertise. And that's the primary focus. Hire someone based off of salary requirements versus mission requirements. If they don't fit your mission and what they have, if they're not truly passionate about what you do, typically sometimes you're hiring people off of salary requirements. Then that's where you don't have the longevity in employees. And the following statement is, it's hard to find good help. Well, if you're not hiring the right people, yes, it is very hard to find good help. You have to look at your mission statement and make decisions based off of that. So let's talk about annual revenues. Okay, every business owner, you can put a number to it, which is probably 100% that every business owner wants at least 50 to 100 or some kind of financial freedom. There's a number that every business owner has. The reason why they're in business and going through what they have to go through. So I want X amount of revenue. So first, this is a true and accurate statement. Everybody wants it. Everybody has a specific goal. So how does this number get you in trouble? So without the mission statement, what you're going to run into, you'll find yourself, instead of working for your talents and your abilities, you're going to find yourself working for that number. Now, let me clear this up. It is part of your mission. You do want to work and make sure that you get to your number, and there's nothing wrong with having goals. But if that becomes your central focus, then no longer are you worried about who comes in through the door, because you're worried about the number first. So if you worry about your mission to make sure they're still in line and you're reaching your number, now you have a good functional business. And that's where you start drawing in the wrong target market. So without the mission statement, you start bringing in the wrong target market, and it really can leave yourself behind and have yourself end up paying back instead of moving forward. And instead of that money going to savings or new development for next year into your marketing budget, it's going to make up for mistakes that you made for picking the wrong client. So really be careful in that. So what about marketing? How does that determine your marketing? Okay, I want everybody to see my business, which is, again, another true and accurate statement. You want everybody to see your business. There's nothing wrong with that. However, how can this get you in trouble? If you're money motivated, which is typically typical of a business owner, which is, again, nothing wrong with that. But if you're doing anything and everything in order to get people's attention, you're compromising the integrity of your brand to draw in the desired wealth. It's a direct line, and nobody can, that's an irrefutable situation, an irrefutable statement. You really need to really recognize that it's a direct line. And typically you'll spend too much money on marketing efforts that don't seem to amount to anything. Have you ever purchased something? Have you ever purchased the newest and greatest online activity that can promise you to send you XYZ amount of clients? Well, what if you're a business owner? What if you're a business owner who only does everything off of word of mouth and doesn't need all that? Did you actually spend your money on the right thing? And lo and behold, as soon as you spend that money, your return on that investment is no longer there. So you should really that's why you really need to take an effort of your mission statement. Why is that value? Where is the communication based off of that? And where does that lead you towards marketing? And which will create revenue motivated marketing, where you just kind of throw the dart at the wall and hope it comes to true. Know your mission statement first so you can do the marketing second. That's the impact of the mission statement on your marketing. So here's a few examples I wanted to go over, and really the bottom line, just to tie up this whole series, I want to make sure that you guys understand, again, the impact of the mission statement, that it is important. Your business plan is important. It does mean everything to your daily functionality. It is very easy as a business owner to lose sight as to who, what, when, where, and why you're doing what you're doing. Because there's some times when you have good days and your bad days. But your business plan and your mission statement will keep you going and keep you focused. So please take this series seriously. Make sure that you're making your best decisions to help your business grow. And if you have any questions, please feel free to look us up on executivemoneyinc.net. And next time, we'll see you later. Thank you.